Okay, inside here you can look. The special feature about the inside of this instrument panel that the speedometer gauge there is only shown in kilometers, and you can notice that it goes up to 200 kilometers. That's more than what you would have in an American shipped car. Other options that this car has inside is I've got what's called power vent. Up in Canada, air conditioning wasn't necessary. They had an option on it that was called power vent. So you've got the air conditioning ductwork in it, but all it does is bring cold air from the outside, and that's what was called power vent. You can see that it has a four-speed transmission. You've got the black interior, the Mach 1, and manual choke, and disc brakes. I have disc brakes with on the front, manual, regular drum brakes in the back, so that was an option on this car.
Friend, don't vote for yourself. And for $5, I'm willing to put a little extra vote in your package. And that's pretty cheap, I think.
Go. All right, so my name is Manny Samaniego, and I'm here with a buddy of mine's car, and his name is Keith Coucher. He's a wheel and hot rod designer. Anyway, he was today at a different car show. He couldn't make it, so he calls me up last night, and he goes, "Why don't you take the black car over to the S.A.A.C car show for me?" And I'm like, "Sure." My car happens to be down. They're putting a new motor in it, so I said, "I'll take it." So I don't know if you can see from there, but he's got Hoosier slicks on it. He drives his car open track. It's set up for racing, but it also has the Killer Car Show paint job on it. Kind of a weird combination. Anyway, I'm coming to the car show this morning at 6:30 in the morning, and it's sprinkling on the freeway with slicks on it. It's a good thing I know how to drive a car sideways, because that's basically what I was doing when I was coming into the show. The car has a full suspension with Heim joints in front and pannered rod in back, full suspension. He had this car for over 11 years now, and it's been a work in progress, finished about 5 years ago. This car was actually found in the middle of the riots, which is another story that I won't bore you with right now. But he got it. It was a complete disaster. Over the years he put it together, and here we are. I have a website, carfilms.com, and as you can see on the cover of this DVD, this car is on the cover with the lovely Jane Norris, who was on the Cannonball Run show. Anyway, on my website, carfilms.com, you can see a lot of different events, plus historic Trans Am racing, a lot of historic videos that my company restores having to do with racing, Shelby, Trans Am. Check it out. It would be something interesting to look at if you're into cars. And if you're not, check it out anyway.
sedan racers. And the first major highlight of John's career was in 1970 and 1971. He was the S.C.A.C product that John Morton will autograph for you. The photographs are John Morton driving Carroll Shelby's Daytona Coupe at some vintage car races in Southern California. So what we would like to do for the benefit of the Carroll Shelby Santa Monica, I was always around when Shelby was down at Princeton and Venice, Marina Del Rey area, and then over by S.A.A.C. And I think this is an appropriate venue for our car show. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors, Taylor, for his sponsorship. Also Michael Holmes with RacingDivision.com. I mentioned that Michael has over here available his vintage products of Carroll Shelby. He is actually a licensed dealer with Shelby Enterprises. In order to Israel, go back and take a look at that truck. That's definitely a unique truck back there.
Those are the new ones.
So enjoy the show at this point. Come on up and get your autograph with John Morton for the Shelby Fund. And at about 2 o'clock, we'll do some more announcements and we'll pass.
All memorabilia. Now don't forget, remember, I have the largest signed memorabilia of Carroll Shelby in the whole world. I got the largest collection in the world, period. Yeah. No.
Oh, you can't get close to it.
That's shooting stuff. Yeah, that's shooting stuff. We have a special case for it to be in and everything.
Let's go up the other road though.
Yeah, he's the editor for magazines.
Okay, which car is it?
You're a real movie star. And all I gotta do is act naturally.
That's why you don't generally see that image everywhere, so we're very fortunate. We also have the club t-shirts and some sweatshirts that L.A. Shelby logo on them. We have those available. We've got some caps available up here and some other product. Don't forget about Michael Holmes's